Welcome to Say Like a Champ, episode 217. It's your boy A-Dub.
Hey, what's true? It's SLAC fan.
What's good? We are back again, another Tuesday in sports, but we're early today in honor of NBA's tip-off. We're going to do a little bit of a SLAC Express leading up to the games that start, the doubleheaders that start at least 4:30 our time. So with that being said, just want to say what's good and welcome in the SLAC family. We appreciate y'all being here with us and being flexible. We appreciate your comments as they contribute so much to our show. So, Strizzy, how you feeling, man? What's good?
I'm feeling good, man. You know what I'm saying? Panthers didn't play this week, so no disappointment Sundays. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, we get one of our best offensive linemen back, and Coach Reich has given up the play calling authority. So we'll see if maybe they can start to get a little bit right. And they play the Texans this week, so if they were going to win one game, it's possible it's this one. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see.
I know. I think that'll be really cool, though, a matchup of basically the top two quarterbacks from last year's class. So
for sure,
that's pretty cool. The Texans have been playing pretty good.
They have been.
And yeah, we were Cowboys coming off a bye as well. So both of our teams out of action, but that was cool. That gave us a little chance for a little bit of a break. You know what I'm saying? A little midseason refresh before we dive right back in. But I do see some slackers joining us. We got Unc. Hello from Texas.
What's up?
We got Anthony Weston. Yo. We definitely got to holler at our mans over here a little bit later. And then
Pops.
also Pops. Good evening. Appreciate y'all being a part of the show. And yes, we also do want to do a little bit of a check-in for baseball too. We're down to World Series, but the home team, the hometown team, even though it's not our team, but the Diamondbacks making it to Game 7, one game away from the World Series. That's very exciting as well. So
yeah.
So we're going to do our thing. We're going to do our roundabout in sports, but a little bit later on too, we'll be bringing our crystal ball to do some predictions on the NBA season. So definitely get ready in the chat to let us know how you're feeling about that. So without further ado, we got to add our last member to the panel real quick. Mr. Matt Marcus, what's good, brother?
What's good, fam? How y'all doing, man?
Doing good. I definitely want to hear what your thoughts are about baseball too, man. I see you're repping the Astros still. Gotta stick with it. But that was pretty crazy. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. But you good? You're feeling good? You ready to get into our first topic?
Yeah, man. We're ready to go, man.
Let's get it. What's up next?
Oh, let's check it out, man, real quick.
Tune to NFL Talk.
Let's get it. All right, NFL Talk. We're going to jump straight into the scoreboard and really just talk about what was a pretty crazy week, honestly. I don't even want to look at how I did in the pick'ems. It was really bad.
Right.
But a lot of upsets. We always like to talk about just what game stood out the most to us. So, Strizzy, how are you feeling about some of these results?
Some of them were crazy. There are some really, really crazy ones. I think they talked about it. Vegas did really, really well this week. You know what I'm saying? By a bunch of just a bunch of upsets for sure. Then a couple of games you thought are going to go a certain way actually didn't. I'm talking about like the Bears and the Raiders. That was crazy. Patriots, you know what I'm saying, over the Bills. That was crazy. San Francisco losing to Minnesota. All three of those games, and then even the Giants losing to the Commanders. With Tyrod Taylor and the Giants, in my opinion, have looked the best they've looked all year under Tyrod than they have under Daniel Jones. So there's a lot of games in this one that was crazy. Even the Ravens destroying the Lions, that was nuts too.
I know. I actually picked the Lions too. I was like, dang, I don't know how that was looking bad in hindsight, but yeah, definitely some crazy ones too. Rams, Steelers, even the Browns, Colts was exciting.
Wow.
Down to the wire again. Also the Patriots taking out the Bills. I really like that though. Bill Belichick not ready to just lay down yet. So
yeah.
Marcus, what were you? Do you have any that stood out to you?
I would say it was two of them. It was the 49ers game. That was surprising, even though they have their left tackle and Debo, but the Vikings didn't have Jefferson either. So I think it was kind of an even team, and they lost their rookie receiver too for a little bit. But I think they came out playing well. I think the 49ers came down to earth. They said they could be beat by teams. They weren't supposed to be beaten by. So I think they people don't want to feed them the rest of the year now because they believe they can be beat. But the Broncos winning too. That was a kind of surprise too. I thought that the Packers would win that game, but other than that, everything else was a big surprise too. So those two kind of stood out.
Yeah, I forgot about that game too, Marcus. Actually, the Green Bay and Broncos one. When the beginning of the year, Jordan Love started out so hot. I was kind of thinking like, oh dang, like he might actually really pull away and be kind of a big difference maker. But he's really come down to earth over the last like 4 weeks. You know what I mean? He's been look really normal. But I think last night's too was Aaron Jones's first game back, or Sunday Aaron Jones' first game back. So maybe that helps him a little bit as he kind of ramps back up. But that was surprising to me too. I thought Green Bay was going to win that game too.
Yeah, for sure. I did see that 49ers game too was interesting for sure, especially they had a chance to come back late. Purdy with a couple of crucial interceptions, and Kirk Cousins kind of shaking off the whole Monday Night Football type of primetime thing.
Primetime thing too, yep.
Yeah, he did a really good job in that. But yeah, it shows, I guess, with that team, if you're physical, they can be beat. Really just the Eagles and the Chiefs were the only ones that held serve and were dominant the way we kind of expected them to be. But I did think that the Dolphins would score a little bit more points on the Eagles. I thought that the Dolphins would potentially win that game, or at least it'd be close. So it just shows the kind of like how styles make fights, though, like in just different teams depending on how they match up, But yeah, so that's that. And it's funny, I want to jump on a couple more comments. Kelly in the building, welcome. Mentioning the pick'ems were horrible for everyone. Anthony Weston too. He said the pick'em wasn't great for him, but we do have to acknowledge that again for the fourth time in the first 7 weeks, Anthony Weston ended up winning the the weekly Yahoo challenge at 7-6. So it was a rough week, but still 7-6 was the best out of all of us. So our props to Anthony Weston again. Another Super Bowl square coming your way, brother. But we definitely got to knock him back down. You know what I'm saying?
I see what Ant did there, though. He was like, man, Pick'em wasn't great last week. Y'all should bring this up.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm just playing. Congrats, Ant. I'm saying congrats, man. It was horrible for all of us.
Yeah, it was. But, I don't know. I want to get a square eventually, but I do always want to remember that we do the Thursday Secure the Bag where we do all of our Moneyline picks. So join us for that, and then hit the Yahoo, or you hit the link in our bio. Join us on the Yahoo. It's free to compete with us, and whoever gets the most, just like Anthony Weston did this week, gets that Super Bowl square. So that's what's up. So moving on real quick, I did want to touch on baseball real quick. We had a pair of Game 7s in the championship series, the Rangers coming out on top, and I really thought after the Astros kind of came back that they would take this thing, but the Rangers have been a team that we've talked about a lot. I know Ant, I know Pops have been really on their bandwagon, but I thought the Astros were going to come through. I'm sorry, Marcus, that turned that way for sure.
Oh no, I'm not tripping. I said last year when we won last year, I don't care we ever win another one again. But this year too, winning back to back, people always say we still cheating. So it was good to see somebody else try to get out there and win. It's still Texas too, so I wasn't tripping too bad. So whoever came out, this is gonna win the whole thing. So unless Diamondbacks win, but like I said, I'm not tripping too bad. I'm happy Dustin Baker got one before he retired or left baseball. So that's all that matters to me.
No, I feel you on that for sure. I mean, you're right. The one last year and Dusty Baker getting it, especially because they always have to bring in a brother to try to clean up a messy situation. You know what I'm saying? But he stepped in with professionalism and he did his thing. So I do love that forever. So that is good. And Anthony Weston's right there with you. He says still Texas. So so that's dope for sure. And then the other big game yesterday was the Diamondbacks actually winning, beating the Phillies 5-1 to force Game 7. Game 7 is tonight in about an hour. That will start. So it'll be interesting in Philadelphia if the Diamondbacks can do it one more time. But they've proved that they can win there. So we'll see, man. Game 7, you never know. If the Diamondbacks make it to the World Series, though, are we going to try to go to a game?
I mean, it's not going to be that expensive. You know what I mean? It won't be as expensive as most championship games. They're usually not that bad. Even the playoff games haven't been that bad.
Man, it's 2023. Them tickets gonna be expensive.
That's what I was saying. It was funny though. Some people were saying that they got into like that last game here, Game 5 for like $60, $65, like right before, like leading up to the game. But I'm like, maybe nosebleeds, that'd be cool. But I don't think it would be the same for the World Series. I don't know. That's why I'd be hesitant. I can't be spending too much money on that, So.
Oh yeah, if it's too crazy, I ain't gonna do it. But it's obviously not going to be NBA championship type or Super Bowl type prices. That's for sure.
True. Yeah, so we'll see. But, that is, depending on what happens, the result of that game. But either way, I'm kind of rooting for, like, the Rangers. I think maybe they'll take it all. Or not necessarily rooting for them, but think that they're the better out of the three teams left. Probably. So I think that they'll get it done.
I got heartbroken with the Rangers that year. We played the St. Louis Cardinals, and we needed just one out in Game 6, and we could not get that out. The guy hit a home run. They came back Game 7 to beat us, and I was like, this is crazy, man. So I'm still a little dusty and a little mad about that.
I remember that, though, for sure, being, like, literally, like, one strike away.
One strike away, man.
That's crazy.
And he couldn't. That home run, I'm like, wow.
Unk says probably cheaper than a Suns ticket. That's true, actually, though. These Suns tickets are really crazy.
I'm sure it is.
But we'll see. Anthony Weston says Phillies have been the team since 1883, and this is their first ever Game 7. Oh, wow. That's crazy.
That is crazy. That's 20,000 games. That's nuts.
Yeah. And Pops remembering, we were watching that one together. We were rooting for Dusty.
That stings even more because you're right. It was twice.
It was twice. Dang. But,
man, that was terrible, man.
But that's what's up on the baseball side. We'll see who will be joining the Rangers in the World Series. And I think the World Series is scheduled to start next Tuesday. So either way, that both teams will have a nice little break. And we'll be seeing who is in the World Series. But want to jump into the topic that we are here for, and it is the Express. We're doing pretty good, though. We got 15 minutes to dive into an NBA review. We got Wemby here. We got the King, Joker. It's crazy, LeBron being the oldest player in the league as far as, like, most tenured player, now that Haslam finally stopped having his retirement check from the Heat. But yeah, so we'll be interested to see what's going to happen in this upcoming season. I want to get some predictions from you guys. One more time, looking at the opening week schedule, the only real question or news at this point is still James Harden. He's been a no-show basically lately. He still hasn't played in a preseason game. Their campaign starts on Thursday against the Bucks. That's when their first game is. Do you guys expect Harden will be there?
No.
I think he'll be there. At the game, I think he'll be there.
You think he'll be at the game but not play?
No, I think he'll play. I don't know. He doesn't want to be there, obviously, but, like, his beef is with not the players, not his teammates. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully he'll be out there. He keeps claiming he's a professional. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't see him playing his first game, man. So I don't see him playing for the Sixers, like, unless they do something that he wants. But I don't see him playing. I think he get moved. I think he should go back to Houston, or maybe go to Miami or something like that. But I don't think he's gonna play for the Sixers. I think he's done out there.
And I can see
you know how fans are with Ben Simmons. He's gonna be another Ben Simmons, so I think he out.
Yeah, I think it's crazy. I can see it going either way, but I'm kind of leaning towards you, Marcus. Like, now that he actually, like, has been sitting out this long, at least I think he is gonna miss the first game or the first few to show, like, some kind of a statement. But seriously, I can see where you're coming from, where it's like, he doesn't want to take it on the players. But if he shows up for the first game, then that's lazy. Like, and would they even let him play? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be like, dude, you can't just miss camp and then be like, all right, I'm ready, though. I'm a hooper.
You look at what he did with Houston too. All the shenanigans at Houston. I know he says he regrets the way he kind of brought out of there, but, like, you're right. I mean, I can kind of see it going, either way. Like, he can be petty, you know what I'm saying, kind of do with the Houston stuff, or he can come in and just be like, I'm a professional. But I feel like the professional aspect is better for himself and his career, because, like, I'm sure teams are tired of him. You know what I mean? Like, teams he's never played for before have probably be like, why would we want to come and get you? Like, there's no guarantee you're going to stay there. Like, we have to trade a whole bunch of assets to get you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's going to have to be a contender. He's not going to somewhere weak. You know what I mean? Unless the 76ers are like, we're going to send you over to Detroit and we're going to grab all the young guys. You know what I mean? But it can go either way, I think.
Yeah, it'll be crazy. We'll definitely be having to watch out for that. And we'll talk a little bit more about that one way or another next week on SLAC on the Big Show on Tuesday. So we'll see. But definitely excited for tonight's game, Lakers Nuggets, and then the Suns Warriors, to see those new look Suns.
I apologize if I keep on looking over. I'm just watching them getting their rings right now.
Oh, it's right now. The Nuggets are getting them.
Yeah, and I'm a little disturbed that Reggie Jackson is so hyped about getting his ring and he didn't do anything. Just that always bothers me. Those guys, they be doing the most with their rings. Did he even play in the finals?
No, I don't think so.
I don't
Did
think
he?
he played.
I don't think so either.
And the stuff he's doing right now is unbelievable right now.
He thinks he's
I
back
don't
in the
know.
parade and everything.
Yeah, like he got his ring. He's doing all this, taking pictures and stuff. Like the only people I think that should be doing all that is Michael Porter Jr. I think Jokic should be doing it. You should see Reggie Jackson. He's tripping right now. Him and DeAndre Jordan, they both didn't do anything. And Gordon, those guys, and then KCP too. I think he was a big part of the team.
Big time. KCP was a huge part.
I don't know, but that Reggie Jackson kind of disturbing seeing him right now.
Jackson out there hype.
Anthony Weston says, "Cool team project with the same grade." That's for sure. Like, he's like, "Hey, I didn't do nothing."
I can see if he started. He didn't start the season with them either. He got traded over there, right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
that's true.
I don't know. Maybe I'm being too hard on him, but he's a little too heavy for me. But that's all good.
He's like, "You should have seen me in practice. I was helping get those guys ready." You know what I'm saying? So, So ring night in Denver. And that's cool. We'll be checking out some of that game tonight for sure over on TNT. But I did want to get out the crystal ball and see what you guys thought about if you had any predictions for this year, kind of like we did with the NFL. We'll just kind of put a couple predictions out there, and then we'll pull back the time capsule later and see how we did.
So what are we doing first? MVP first?
Yeah, we could do whatever, like any of those.
MVP, I'll say Giannis this year. I'm gonna go with that.
Giannis?
Yeah, I agree with you. Actually, I think Giannis wins MVP too. I don't know. For some reason, I feel like he's gonna end up getting it. That or Luka, because they're already pushing. They're already pushing so hard for him to win it anyway. So if they can win enough games, he might sneak in there. But it's I'm with Marcus though. My pick is Giannis.
See, I was actually thinking Luka too, only because they have been talking about it for multiple years. And I feel like if he has the season he's supposed to have and can stay healthy, but both of those guys have stars with them, so I don't know if that hurts.
Yeah, but I was gonna say I don't think Luka can get it anymore now because Kyrie's there. So I think his chance of winning was before Kyrie got there. So it's gonna be hard for him to do those points and do everything he did when Kyrie's there, unless Kyrie don't play a lot of games.
Yeah, I know that's true. But that one was going to be mine out there. And I'll pick him up from the chat as well. Pop says trade Harden and Embiid. I think Harden will be traded.
Yeah. I saw actually solid trade rumor from the Knicks for Embiid. It was actually solid. You know what I mean? As far as like who they'd be giving up and who they'd be getting for Embiid.
Sorry, Pops, man, but Embiid is going to be a Sixer for life, man. Sorry about that.
I think so too. I think it's going to be a lot of talk and no real action on that. He'll be there forever.
So rookie of the year, I'm gonna go Wemby. I think he's gonna get that. Him on the guy from OKC.
Yeah,
I know. I think Wemby too.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like Chet Holmgren, but Pop said something I think a week or two ago that stuck with me. And Wemby's just gonna have so much more opportunity to win it. You know what I mean? Like that entire team, every game is gonna run through Wemby, and the Sixers is gonna be Thunder is gonna be entirely just team oriented and around Shy. So yeah, Wemby's gonna win it.
Monk says wave Harden and trade Embiid to Knicks. Yeah, that would be crazy. But no, I agree with y'all that Wemby, the block shots, the defense, I think his impact is going to be very evident. But I think Holmgren's going to be really good too because he's in a good spot being on the on such a good team.
Yeah.
Champion is kind of a tough one for me. I kind of want to pick the Bucks, but I don't know if that's like just because, I was so surprised and caught off guard by the trade, I guess. But I just think that they're going to be really good, especially the situation now that Middleton is in without the pressure on him, like to really just to supply that extra push that they might need. I think the Suns are going to be really good because of what they did with their roster too, but I still just don't know if I see them winning at all. But I don't know. What are y'all thoughts on champions?
I think we're going to see a rematch between the Suns and the Bucks. I do. Suns, even preseason, they weren't really trying too hard. Look really, really good. You know what I mean? And I think the depth, kind of like the Nuggets last year, they were just so strong with their depth, man. Like really, really long. I think the Suns saw that and they went out and got a bunch of depth at every position. So I'm gonna go and say the Suns, man. I'm gonna say Suns get the revenge game in.
Gotcha.
So you saying the Suns, Bucks go? You pick the Suns to win the championship?
I do.
Oh, okay. I would say that, but I think Bucks. I just don't think they have enough for Giannis, man. Then you have Chris Middleton instead of there. You got Dame there.
Yep.
I just don't think you have enough. You got to play defense, and I don't think they're a defensive type of team.
Oh no, they are now.
You can have a defensive player. You can have a defensive coach, but you got to have those. None of those guys on that team are known for playing any defense. So that's the only thing I'll say. I think if they traded for a lockdown. I think he plays some good defense, but I don't think he's a lockdown like a Bruce Bowen was, or like the guy from the Celtics. I think they need one of those guys to take on the best player. So you're gonna lose some kind of points to somebody because Bradley Beal ain't playing no defense. Devin Booker ain't playing no defense, and Kevin Durant not playing no defense. He'll do a couple of block shots, but to lock somebody down, it's gonna be kind of hard. Which I think you have a great defensive player in Giannis, and you have a couple of guys on that team that can do it. So and they won already. So I don't know. I think Dame Lillard just put them over the top. And I'm gonna say Bucks, they win it. Cause I don't trust them to stay healthy either. So
yeah, me neither.
Yeah, that's Achilles heel is health.
Yeah, most definitely. Like in all those guys at different times. But no, I agree, Marcus, with everything you said, and then also the Frank Vogel aspect too. Is like I don't know if I mess with him like that outside the bubble. So. Unc says Sacramento is my dark horse. I think that they're really good. I hope they can build off what they did last year, but I just don't know. You know, I just don't.
They need a star over there. So they get that they'll be good. They got semi twinkle little stars over there, but they don't have a big star over there. So I think they get rid of the twinkle and get somebody over there. It's one nice. I think it should be like a big or something. I think they're put them over the top, but they too small over there.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I like De'Aaron Fox. He averaged like 30 last year, but
he got hurt. So
yeah, and he reminds me of Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? Like he an all-star, but he ain't a superstar. It's that
looking like a ghost over here.
It's that sunlight coming in at the right time. You know what I'm saying? Or the wrong time.
Yeah, because we don't never do it this early, so that's probably what's going on.
Pop says doesn't trust the Suns in physical series. Lakers and Nuggets can do that. He's got the Nuggets and Lakers as champions. And I think that would be dope. I'm really excited to see how the Lakers roster fills out or how they filled out the roster. I wonder how it's going to fit together, you know, and how they're going to play together.
Yeah.
But I think
they got a roster to be super successful. But like you said, it's chemistry most of the time, you know what I'm saying? And the same thing with the Suns, too. They got a phenomenal team, but how are they going to come together?
Right. Yeah, most definitely. But that's what's up. I think that's a pretty good board for now. And we know the NBA season is long, but we're definitely excited that it's back and it's you know what I'm saying, officially here. So we're gonna enjoy these couple games. Unc says folks are banking on Warriors. I think it's over for them. I know. I feel like that's gonna be another interesting storyline is like how Chris Paul does with them, and if that gives them a little like boost, you know what I'm saying, to go for one more. But I don't know. I think the Warriors. Maybe it is the end of their time. And I'm still shocked that Draymond came back. I thought it was over.
Yeah.
I was gonna see. I think we can wrap it up there. The only other things we had on here was to check out the and my bad, to check out the rankings real quick.
Oh, okay, yeah. I seen y'all move down to number 2. That's crazy, man. What's going on with that?
Oh, it was?
Yeah, y'all moved yours in number 2 now.
Let me see real quick. Oh, really? Because I maybe it's the AP or the coaches. Maybe I get the wrong one.
I just think they just did it on ESPN just now before I turned it on.
Oh, yeah, so the BCS rankings is coming out, yeah. And so I didn't get a chance to get that yet. And I did want to talk about that where they have like the actual playoff rankings coming out, which is different from like the AP poll or the coaches poll. So dang, it already just came out right now.
Yeah, they have Florida State at 3. They have Ohio State 4, Washington. Then they have U and Michigan swaps.
Gotcha. So. Okay. Dang, that's crazy. That's pretty cool though. I can see that, I guess, with Michigan. And that's one thing I did want to talk about with this one is Harbaugh being in the spotlight again. Now Michigan is looking really good, and they've had a lot of quality wins. But now another scandal, I guess. Before it was with the illegal contact with recruiting, and that's why we suspended the first 4 games. Now they're saying basically there's like a alleged like spy kind of thing where they were having in-person people go to the games, kind of like the Patriots doing.
He didn't piss somebody off, man, because they doing petty stuff. Like they saying now you can buy your own ticket to go to the game and watch and get like that's dumb. Like that's too much. You should be able to go to a game and be able to, if you see what people doing, like hey, just I don't know. I think it's a bit much, and they weren't doing so good this year. I don't think it'll be a big problem. So I think somebody is out to those guys. So I think it'll be okay though. So they're not gonna win. They won't win anything anyway. So I still got Georgia winning it again. So it doesn't matter.
I agree, Marcus. I honestly think it's not that big of a deal as far as like signs still. And then to be completely honest with you, if you're using the same exact signs for every single game, then like they're just realizing what you're doing in film. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it got nothing to do with these games. If your signs are this for a 0 blitz, you know what I'm saying? In game 1, it's the same games 2 through 7. They're not stealing signs. You guys just ain't changing your signs up, like you know what I mean? So. I don't know. I think they're pushing a little bit hard. I think they're trying to get Harbaugh out for some reason. I'm not really sure why.
Yeah.
Now I can feel what you guys are saying for sure. Especially it's like you can watch like tape of their sideline, like, but you just can't watch it in person. Yeah. It is kind of weird, but I do think it's interesting that like you guys are saying, like that all these things are coming out. That maybe they are targeting him, but it's like then clean up your shop, man. Because I didn't really like his excuses of like I don't know nothing about it. I've never had contact. I'm like. I don't know. Like it's just like I don't know that admitting it would be any better, but it's like he should have had a better like excuse than that, I guess. But
that's his personality too, though. That's his personality. He just says stuff like that. The guy, he don't really care about stuff like that. So I think that's mostly his personality too. The guy wears khaki every time he goes. he is what he is. On.
It's funny. He said the exact same thing when the Patriots stuff went on, and Bill Belichick said like the exact same thing. I have no idea. And I think we said the exact same thing then too, A-Dub. It's like you're the head coach. Like there's not much going on that you don't know about. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm not saying he didn't do it, but there have been other people who came out. I think it was I can't remember who it said, but they're like everybody kind of does it. You just what I mean? Like.
Well, I think Coach Prime came out and said something about it too, where it's like, people can do that or people do that, but you still have to stop it. So, like, what is it? Right. Like, it still has to be done on the field. So, I don't know. Pops doesn't like it. He said the guy purchased tickets for multiple people for 11 games. Can't freaking cheat. Hate cheaters.
That's true, too. They're doing all that. I get it. But that's the reason why you get the paper and you pull up your mouth and they be talking because you see what they're saying. So,
Exactly. Exactly. They're like always trying to conceal what they're doing, but I just feel like move smarter. You already know that they're on you. Like you already know you're under investigation for other things. So
but I always say too, like the Michigan camp, they're not going to snitch. Let's say somebody got mad and they snitched on them. Like, yeah, we'll be taking. It has to be like that. Like, how would you know we cheating? Or you know what I'm saying? So I think in house. So you got to keep everybody happy, man. You paying or you doing something, you got to keep it going. You can't stop paying somebody because you're mad at them. So somebody didn't get paid that week and they snitched. So
they got taken off the payroll. Oh man, that is crazy. That's funny though. Unk asked why is USC still ranked? It's just because they have the name, but they're definitely officially out of the playoff race now with 2 losses. But
yeah, they did.
But that's what's up though. I think that's about it though. I think we're gonna wrap it up there. Do you guys have anything else you wanted to mention or to discuss on this week?
That's it, man. Let's set that record. We got 8 seconds left for set record, but I guess we're not gonna do it.
All right, well let's make it happen. Go Lakers tonight. We appreciate y'all. One thing real quick, actually, Kelly said, will next week be early too? We might have to see about next week being early too because it is a Halloween next week, so we'll be doing a Halloween show. So we might have to set it off. so we can't increase. Yeah, we can't interrupt the trick or treating. So
before we go, she could do it real quick. Hey, what's August and my buddy gonna be for Halloween?
Mario and Luigi.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
They're ready to rock the Mario and Luigi. But Augie's gonna be Mario, and then the littler one is gonna be Luigi. So
that can't happen.
Like,
what are they doing?
That's what I said. I said, Miles, he's already got the M name. He's got to be Mario. He's short, stout. You know what I'm saying? Luigi's tall like August, but we'll see. But that's what they're rocking. They're rocking the Mario. So, so that's what's up. But yes, Pop says wear your costumes. I wear my mask every time, all the time.
I'm bringing Bat. I'll be Batman.
That's what it is. Right now, you're going Ghost into the darkness. You know what I'm saying?
I'm Ghostface. Call me Ghostface now. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to come over here so they can see me, but like censoring me right now. Like I'm telling on somebody, you know.
Oh, for real? They put you on the show and they got your voice.
You got to talk like this. Yeah, sure. I'll be killed. You know, I'll get up. They killed 3 people. You know, I was right there. And I killed, you know.
First 48 looking.
Yes. I was in the car with Tupac.
That's another crazy thing. We're gonna have to do a Slack about that on the side, though, for real.
Tupac is still alive. He's in Jamaica right now. He's been there for.
He's in Jamaica.
That's what it is. But we'll see y'all on Thursday for the money line picks for the NFL, and then we'll see y'all next week on the big show. Enjoy NBA tonight. Appreciate y'all being with us. Appreciate my brothers here with me. But until then, it's your boy A-Dub.
Hey, what's yours?
All right, much love. See y'all, man. And remember, it's Taco Tuesday, too, so go to your taco.
Peace.